Hey guys, we're cooking chicken and cauliflower on the grill, on my old PK grill made right here in Little Rock, Arkansas. And we've got our coals just about ready. Oh yeah, looking good. PK grill is really great for managing your heat. It's got a unique vent system that allows you to take care of that. Yes, I got it. And I'll show you more later. So we've got our coals on, we've got our grating down, and it's heating up. These are our top vents to let the smoke out or keep it in. And I'll set those to keep my fire going pretty well. And these are the bottom vents, and they're wide open, so that'll let those coals continue to heat up. We're getting ready to put the chicken on in just a moment. So we've just had a couple of minutes to warm up the grid, and we have chicken breast, skin on, bone in chicken breast, and I'm sure they were on sale because Mrs. Everyman is very frugal. And these things have been marinating in a homemade Italian cream sauce, heavy on the garlic. Yum. So what I do when I'm doing chicken breasts, especially some that weigh like 1.5 pounds piece, like these guys, I kind of sear them right over the coals first. And to do that, I have to keep my vents open so the charcoal will keep doing its thing. When I'm doing this chicken has to reach quite a bit of internal temperature, around 160 degrees. So I've got to keep the heat going. So I move it around a lot so it doesn't burn. This end of my grill has no coal underneath it. This end has a lot. So I'll sometimes set the ones toward the end that just need to cook and not sear any longer. So when I get it set like this, I close her up, let the heat keep going. Now the cauliflower is rough cut into big steaks. I think we got 3 out of the head of cauliflower. Yeah, 3 big ones. And they are gonna go into the same sauce the chicken is marinated in. Golly, those smell good. I'm gonna add some of the oil back in over this. And I'll put these on as the chicken starts getting closer to done. And they have to cook through pretty well too. And everybody that's watching says, you just contaminated the cauliflower because they were in with the chicken. They were in the sauce, and it's gonna reach temperatures that will kill every bug in the grill. So don't worry, don't worry. Okay, so it's been about 3 minutes since we put the breast on. Voila, they're doing great. And we've got a little sear going there. That's exactly what I want. Now, if I shut my vents down, or even shut the top vents down, it's gonna reduce my heat too much, and the charcoal will kind of snuff itself out. You can use that technique for other cooking, but in this case, no more charcoal than I have. I've got to keep it rolling. I've got to keep the heat moving. The danger is burning the chicken, so I have to be ready to, I'm constantly opening and closing it, be ready to move the chicken when I need to. So sometimes in order to get the meat to cook the way I want it evenly, I have to move these outer breasts in. We got a little too much chicken on the grill, but we're gonna make it work. So I'll stack them. They're still going to oven cook when I close it, just the same. It's very important in Arkansas in the summertime when you're grilling to have a proper alcoholic beverage if you so desire one, and I so desired two tonight. But the important thing, we're about 30 minutes in, just a minute. Perfect. We're about 30 minutes into the cook. I added the cauliflower about 20 minutes into the cook. So they're down here on the cold end, but when I close the lid, they get up to around 400 degrees. And what I'm doing is managing the burn. So I'm turning, rolling, stacking. I figured out the really hot spots of my grill, and I'm moving the ones that aren't quite as done to those hotter spots and constantly checking. A little bit of burning is the skin that we left on. Helps keep the moisture in and the fat flavors the meat. Of course, you already knew that. Look at those chunks of garlic in that sauce. Wow. So everything's kind of baking and searing at the same time. And the trick is when you make your marinade like this and you got chicken in it and you got your cauliflower, 5 minutes before I'm finished cooking, I add no more marinade. That ensures that any bacteria that may have been in these perfectly clean little chickens is dead. And that becomes part of the sauce. You ever think about that? If the bacteria that you kill just becomes part of what you eat. Yum, yum. So you see what I'm doing. This same technique I use when I'm barbecuing chicken. So I'll use the barbecue sauce on parts of the skin that burn. Now what we're going to do as we finish up the chicken, it's going to end up in a big pile. And the cauliflower is going to go over the hotter part of the grid and let it kind of brown a little bit. And then we'll be ready. That's the most important thing. Okay guys, if you could smell this, you would be dying to taste it. But we don't want you dying if you taste it. So obviously everyone knows you cook your chicken until it's completely done, but don't overcook your chicken. It gets dry, it tastes like jerky, and you don't want that unless you're buying jerky. So let's see what the conglomeration looks like. This is actually, in culinary terms, this is baked chicken on a grill. But see how you get these great burned edges? That's flavor, folks. I'm telling you, that's flavor. That's the marinade that's burning in most cases, the skin sometimes. But this chicken is cooked all the way through. So we've got about 3-4 more minutes. The cauliflower is looking great. I'm probably going to flip this one. Yep. And you can see it's got a little color there. With all 3 of them, yep. Yeah. So we'll let the cauliflower finish up. The chicken's gonna, the deepest internal reaches are gonna reach temperature. We're gonna check temperature and we're gonna eat this sucker. And it's time to unload this baby. Look at these guys. All browned up in charcoal. That wood smoke flavor. Lovely, lovely, lovely. It's going to be a plate full flavor. Look at the cauliflower. Isn't that pretty? Try and get it on there so it won't fall off. my goodness, yes. Oh yeah, even those pieces. And I still have coals to cook another chicken on there if I wanted to. Love my PK grill. It's the best. So, let's go eat. There's corn chowder inside we're gonna have with this, and we're gonna have a feast. Come along. Okay guys, this is where everything comes together. This is a lovely meal. We have corn chowder with cilantro. We have our baked roasted barbecue grilled chicken and our lovely cauliflower. And you'll notice it's all about the same color. Too bad. I'm gonna eat it anyhow. And if you're thankful, as you should be, because you didn't make any of this, say the blessing before your meal.